Most people think luxury homes are built only for beauty and comfort, but ultra-wealthy families design their homes with a very different purpose in mind. Power, privacy, and control shape every detail from layout to location. These homes are not just places to live, they are tools for protection, influence, and long-term stability. In this video, you will understand how design choices quietly create control at the highest level. Like and subscribe to keep learning how wealth is structured behind closed doors. 1. Location as the first layer of control. Ultra-wealthy families choose locations before designs. Control begins with distance exclusivity and access limitation. Properties are often placed away from dense populations, yet close to power centers. Gated communities, private islands, and large estates reduce exposure and unwanted attention. Controlled access points limit who can enter and exit. Location also influences security, response time, privacy laws, and zoning protections. By choosing land, strategically wealthy families control visibility, movement, and interaction. 2. Architecture that directs movement. Home layouts are intentionally designed to control how people move through space. Entry points are limited and layered. Visitors are guided through specific paths that restrict access to private areas. Corridors, transitions, and room placement subtly manage behavior and interaction. Family areas remain isolated from staff and guests. This design reduces unpredictability and enhances security without appearing defensive. Movement control also creates psychological authority, where guests feel guided rather than free roaming. 3. Privacy built into structure. Privacy is not added later, it is embedded into the structure itself. Ultra-wealthy homes use setbacks, elevation changes, and strategic window placement to prevent sightlines. Rooms are oriented inward or toward protected views. Outdoor spaces are enclosed by landscape and elevation rather than walls alone. Sound insulation prevents conversations from traveling. This ensures that daily life remains unseen and unheard. Privacy allows freedom of behavior and decision-making without public exposure. 4. Separation of roles inside the home. Ultra-wealthy homes separate family life from operational functions. Staff areas, kitchens, security rooms, and service corridors are hidden and independent. This allows the household to function smoothly without constant interaction. Control comes from clear boundaries between authority and service. The family experiences calm and continuity while operations run quietly in the background. This separation prevents dependency, confusion, and disruption. 5. Security as design, not addition. Security is integrated into walls, layouts, and materials rather than added through obvious equipment. Reinforced structures secure doors, and controlled sightlines provide protection without visual threat. Safe rooms are disguised as normal spaces. Surveillance blends into architecture. This approach avoids attracting attention while maintaining readiness. True control comes from preparation without display. The home feels peaceful while remaining defensible. This silent security creates confidence and psychological dominance rather than fear. 6. Control through technology. Smart systems allow centralized control over lighting, climate access, and monitoring. Ultra-wealthy families design homes where environments respond instantly to their presence. Technology controls who enters where and when. Entire sections of the home can be isolated instantly. Information flows to decision-makers without disruption. Control is immediate and invisible. Technology reduces reliance on people, and increases reliability. This level of command transforms the home into a responsive system rather than a static structure. 7. Psychological influence of space. Design influences behavior and emotion. High ceilings establish authority. Symmetry creates order. Materials communicate permanence and power. Ultra-wealthy families use these elements intentionally. Guests feel respect without being told. Family members internalize stability and confidence. Space reinforces hierarchy and calm. Control is achieved through atmosphere rather than instruction. The home becomes a psychological environment that supports leadership focus and composure at all times. 8. Long-term planning in design. These homes are designed for generations, not trends. Flexible layouts allow future adaptation without losing control. Ownership structures consider inheritance and governance. Design anticipates expansion, security changes, and family growth. This prevents disruption over time. Control means reducing future uncertainty. By planning decades ahead, ultra-wealthy families ensure continuity of power and stability regardless of external changes. The home becomes a long-term asset, not a temporary expression. 9. Isolation without disconnection. Ultra-wealthy homes balance separation with strategic access. Private entrances allow controlled engagement with the outside world. Helipads, private roads, and discrete transportation maintain independence. Isolation protects privacy, while connectivity preserves influence. Control means choosing when and how interaction occurs. This balance allows families to remain powerful without becoming exposed. The home acts as a filter between private life and public presence. 10. The home as a control system. For ultra-wealthy families, a home is not decoration, it is infrastructure. Every design decision supports authority, stability, and protection. Control is layered through location, structure, technology, and psychology. The home reduces risk, increases efficiency, and preserves power quietly. This system allows families to operate without constant reaction to the outside world. True luxury is not visibility, it is control, and it begins at home. When you understand how ultra-wealthy families design their homes, you realize that control is never accidental. It is planned, structured, and protected over time. These homes are not symbols of excess, but systems of stability, power, and privacy. Studying these principles reveals how wealth thinks long-term and designs environments to support it. Like and subscribe to continue exploring how wealth operates beyond money and into systems that quietly shape the world.